Okay, we're going to do a quick tutorial for the Growling Sidewinder Open Conflict server. It's a pretense Caucasus server. A lot of people join and then they leave within a couple of minutes. I'd like to show them how to get the server to do what you need it to do so you can fly. First thing you want to notice over here is the elapsed time. This server just restarted and it restarts every 4 hours. So if you jump in when it says 0, you can actually do 4 missions back to back. Click to join, wait for it to load. Sorry about the background noise. I don't have a great microphone. You probably hear the fans on my computer and maybe the furnace if it comes on. I'm going to go through about how to get your plane selected, get your weapons put on the plane, choose a mission, and go. Okay, you're in the server. And you have 3 hours and 58 minutes before it recycles. If you want to get rid of that message there, just hit the tab key and it goes away. This is not a player versus player server, so there will be nobody on the red side. Click join blue and then join, and the pilot slot screen comes up. We're going to start at Sanaki. It's pretty close to the fight, and that's where I'd like to start from. These are all the aircraft. You can choose different airfields. Sanaki. See? Oh, lots of good airplanes you can fly. We're going to fly the F-16C Block 50. So you highlight that. It'll show you the airfield. It'll show you sitting on the airfield, the yellow F, and your name will go here. Click briefing, and then fly. It will put you in the cockpit of your jet, cold and dark. Some information for the server. Don't shoot friendlies down. You will get kicked unless you shoot a friendly human down. You click forgive, and it will forgive you. If you shoot a blue player down and it's an AI, it's just going to kick you. And yeah, that's not a good thing. But anyways, to start off, you're going to want to find a mission. You can go and arm your plane and do whatever you want, but if you start a mission, you get points for it. So you hit the backslash key, and then F10, and then F2, and then F1. And it gives you a list of missions that you can fly. Let's do 4525. Remember the 4-digit number, you're going to have to type it in using the F key. So patrol airspace near Victor or kill 3 aircraft, 650 points. Easy enough. Backslash, then F2, or F10, sorry, then F2, and then F3 to dial the code. I'm too slow. Comes with age. F3. Must be good. 2. Dial code 40. 20. Again. line code right underneath that 355. In case you brought a friend along, he puts in that code the same way we put our mission code in. Okay, now you notice you're sitting here with no bullets, no weapons, no nothing. So you hit the / key again, and then F8 for ground crew, and F1 will bring up the loading page. You can load by right-clicking on the spot and loading your own, or you can select a pre-made loadout. We'll do that. 6 AIM-120Cs and 2 fuel bags and an ECM pod. If you click that, boom, it'll load it. I like the Arctic Splinter livery. Click OK. You get 60 chaff, 60 flare, fuel, ammo, 100%. Type of ammo you can change. That's a good one. High explosive armor piercing will do plenty of damage. Click OK and you'll hear them speaking to each other.
Request rearming.
Copy. There you go. Well, you can start your jet any way you choose. I usually use the auto start because it's faster and I can do other things while it's running. So you hit left home and end. Or home, I'm sorry. And you see they're loading stuff. Plane shakes a little bit. Starting sequence going. Want to definitely come over here and turn down your radios or they will be blaringly uncomfortable. Radios turned down. And then you want to turn down your missile threat warning because you want to blow out your eardrums. And then this one threat tone knob. About halfway is usually good. And your jet's automatically starting. Lights are on. These lights don't turn on. I turn them on just for fun. One thing you'll notice though is the auto start feature will not turn your radar warning system or your countermeasure systems on. You have to do that yourself. Something like a hot rod F-14 taking off. So you want to turn them on yourself. Threat warning system is on. It'll turn on once the jet is running off electrical power. Turn these 3 switches to on for your jammer and your radar system and your countermeasures. You want to turn your countermeasures on. This is chaff, this is flare. And I use manual because each button press that I use on my HOTAS sends out 1 chaff, 1 flare. Easy enough, right? They'll be putting it in navigation mode soon after he does the self-test. There. Now the INS is spooling up and you gotta wait for it. So it'll be about, I don't know, 3 to 5 minutes. Another F-14 taking off. The little blue triangle underneath the plane shows you it's a friendly. You'll see little red triangles underneath the bad guys, but you won't see them till they're close. Which may be too late for you. I can come back to the / key and get F10. And you want information this time. You want to know where your AWACS is. And there it is on F2. Magic 11 is 257.5 and Overlord is 258.5. So let's go to 257.5. 257.5. Spelled. That's beautiful. Coming down, make sure you turn all your jammer functions on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Put it in standby mode. You don't want to radiate the guys on the ground. It's like the AWACS or a tanker's making a turn. Now we're just waiting for the inertial navigation system. So while you're waiting for that is come up here and hit your air-to-air switch. Make sure everything says what you have loaded. I always put it in HSD mode so I can still see horizontal situation. And then I set it for 120. That way you can see the bad guys long before they get close to you. Now you notice in the HUD it says no rad. That means no radar until your weight comes off the wheels from the squat switch. That radar won't come on. Once it's on, I usually go up to 80 miles range so I can see them long before they see me. Well, not actually, but you know what I'm saying. We're going to burn the wing tanks first. Flip that switch. And this is still running. Should be ready here shortly. Take it out of the air-to-air mode. And turn your nose wheel steering on with the S key. There it is, nose wheel steering. Auto start's complete. Switch it to nav. Put your lights on steady. Nighttime, you will want to shut the lights off. Here we go. Throttle up and go to the runway. To get the messages back, like you see the little mail signal over there. Somebody either came on the server or somebody's typed something. Nope. Shuffle is connected to the server and looking for all kinds of stuff. Let's see if he actually gets in and flies. Make sure you look to the end of the runway to make sure nothing else is taken off, because it's going to be bad if they do. Got a couple planes coming in on final. Probably 2 A10s, so we'll go over here because they'll turn onto that taxiway when they get to the end of the runway. No telling what'll happen if an AI plane hits you. Probably not good. Now we wait. Yeah, they're on the ground. It'll be here shortly. Just wait for them to do their thing. They'll come down to the end of the runway and turn. Yeah, it was 2 A10s. Not sure why, but the A10s always come in a pair when they land. Today we'll probably do the cap at about 16,000 because of the snow on the ground. Anything above 16,000 and you will be in the contrails. And that's a pretty dead giveaway for bad guys. When the grass is green, you can do your cap at 20,000 to 25,000. Which is much better because you have an advantage over the lower flying aircraft. See, they'll come in and turn right down that taxiway and you don't want to be sitting there. And they always come back with weapons on board. Not sure why. A little bit steep the learning curve on these servers. You have to know how to operate them. There is tutorials out there, but I haven't seen one that's designed for this. Sure, you can read the manual, but that's not going to help you much, is it? Centered on the runway. You're ready to go. Nose wheel steering off because you don't want to use that when you're taking off. It makes the turn really fast. Make sure your waypoint is set for the airport you're at. 14 would be Sanaki. Turn it so you know where you're going. Up your throttle and go. Start with about 70 knots. Let's rotate, and it'll come right off the ground for you. Put your gear up, make sure it's up before you hit 300 knots. And there's your little reminder of what you're doing. So we need to find Victor, or shoot down 3 planes or helicopters. Radar's on now. Run it out to 90, or 80, sorry. Get about 500 knots and then get out of your throttle because you don't want to burn all your fuel. There should be up here. Not getting AWACS reports today. why they do that. If you look on your display over here, you already got one. He's way out there, though. It's probably a helicopter resupply, 15,000 feet. That's usually why. Get closer, you can see if they're flying at 600 knots, or the closure rate is about 600 knots. That's a helicopter. Like you trim your aircraft so you're not drifting. And use F10 to see where you're at on the map. You will be the white guy. Right there. And no, that wasn't meant to be racist. But we're going to Victor. We're almost headed that way. We're going right over here. And there's not a lot coming across. So we'll just fly over there and do our combat air patrol. 1,000 feet. Deal. Like Daga. Trying to resupply their all or Oni. AWACS is not on station. But we are hearing everybody else. That'll be all. It's showing a 16 painting. Targets still at 15,000. The other one's at 7. Yep, that's going to be a helicopter. Oh, look, somebody at 7 mission. Combat here. Good. I won't be the only one out here. On the radar display, you see the green circles. That's good, guys. Target management system left quick. Ban. And then those guys are friendly. That little green circle. Radar and HSD looking at that guy, it'll still be red. No green circle. Should be coming into Victor here in a bit. Gotta go right. Only it's been taken over. Up. Make sure you watch your fuel burn. Because you'll want to land all these points. Shut your lights off so bad guys can't see you at night. Oops, that one. Here, now it's going to start counting it up. When that gets to 100%, your cat mission is over. You can go hunting for other targets. These little blue hash marks on the ground, that would be your friendly troops. Once you spot them, the clouds, ask them. Maybe hiding somewhere. Find them. Now we're at 16,000 feet according to our altitude indicator. If you look at your plane on the outside, it's producing a contract. That's a no-no. So we drop back down to 16,000, it goes away. progress is counting up. As long as you stay close enough to it, it will be counting up. There they are. I know, that kind of gives it away. The red guys show up red. But they're just trying to help people out. The server will help you learn your aircraft. Easy way to make points, make yourself feel good. And shoot bad guys. Planes you really want to watch out for are planes that are 17,000 feet or above, or the MiG-29 and the MiG-27. They're very dangerous. The JF-7 will sneak up on you if you're not paying attention. And that's definitely, he's not moving very fast at all. What you can do is go shoot him down and then come back and finish him. Cap. Got 10,000 pounds of fuel left. Let's go find out what he is. That white dot is the image. Turn your ECM on so it makes him hard to shoot at you. Now we can see how fast he's going. Make sure your master arm's on. 670 miles. A resupply helicopter. So let's go shoot him down. The lock, so his warning receiver going crazy. Speed up just a little bit. Fire your missile, definitely a Mach 1. The missile's got that extra speed. It goes and takes him out. This is where you should start other aircraft like look for you. That's cool for them to get a lock on you if you can get a lock on them. Three on a 15,000 foot target. 930 closure. 28. I could probably win with this ram a little closer. Get within 20. There's another helicopter. Not far, but engagement zone for the SAMs. It's a little circle. Almost 20 miles. I have not seen fire. Back off the throttle a little bit. And we got a good solution. Mach 3. A bit of turn here. You do IFF long. That's left long on the target management system. And it should show up. There it is, MI8. He is not going to be very happy very soon. Make sure you're looking around for contrails so nobody's surprised you. This will hit. See if he goes down. Do I need to take the guns at him? You can leave him go. He's probably because he was hit. Gun. Nothing. Darn near impossible to hit. Wonder if he's on the ground. No, he's still in the air. There we go. Yeah, he's going bye-bye.
Altitude.
To your threat display. One within 40 nautical miles, and you don't want to not pay attention to him. That might be a bad guy that can shoot you down. What we got? 17,000 feet. Might just be aircraft that can shoot you down. Oh, probably another helicopter at that speed. Back over to our cap area. The radar is scanning in front of you at 80 miles.
Pull up.
And listen to Bitch and Eddie barking at you. Feet. They got somebody over there. The one that MI8. Sure don't see him. Pulled up. $6,900 pounds of fuel. You can drop your tanks. That way your aircraft is clean. Then Cat 1. Much lighter, much cleaner. Be careful overflying places that are bad because they can hit you. And portable. Right there. Safe to go back towards Victor now. AWACS is usually a little bit more helpful calling out targets. Apparently they're sleeping today. start seeing the count up for Victor again when we get closer. Yep. Looks like there's troops on the move towards Oni also. Be that little head right there. Try and take it back. Get used to the controls and how to get the server to do what we need it to. It's pretty easy. The points. About a month I have made a colonel as far as rank. I don't know what my total point is, but I have about a 10-to-1 kill ratio. But like I said, bad guys are not nice, and they will sneak up on you if you're not. Probably 2 Bradley, 2 M1s on the way to Oni to start taking it back. Now we're back over Victor. Commander that are protecting Victor. Doesn't matter how you do your cap, you can fly circles over your little area, or you can fly back and forth. What I like to do is fly north and south. Keep making big, long loops. That way, pointed back north, looking for targets for a reasonable amount of time, and you make a turn and go back south for a little while. Contact maybe? It. Coming back maybe. Some more. Is it to fly in or fly over? If they shoot at you, you can use them to lose the missile. There's another. About 20,000 feet, we can see some more coming below the mountains over here. Something with me flying around in contrails. Guys, but I don't be hear any other noises. It's not a great bomb, and there is background noise in the house with kids and people and dogs and cats. Still nothing. In case you didn't know, the boss is home. Now enough to be seen by the SA5. Looks like a JF-17 is over there also. That's probably him at 24,000 feet coming my direction. Keep an eye on. I had to say something, didn't I? Now they're all coming. I was worried about that guy at 25,000 feet. Another one behind him, 19. Now. A couple of our guys are after him already, though. So you don't run out of fuel. Yeah, somebody shot at him. He's already down to 14,000 feet. And he dropped off. I think somebody shot him down. It's almost over. We can hunt targets, or you can go home and land your points. I think we'll circle here and see what's coming across. Pounds of fuel left. Got it. No gas. have enough fuel to chase the ET. See the little carrot on the circle, kind of at the 7 or 8 o'clock position, that means they're going away from you. That at the top of the circle, he would be coming towards you. Chase those guys. Okay. So that's AWACS. Concerned about him painting me. That's a good guy coming at me at 30,000 feet. Well, not serve or that's why he and then talk to ATE when you're a couple minutes out, and then you're going back.
1, inbound.
They won't turn the light, and it's really hard to see where you're going. Tanking today. Don't serve commercial traffic, and you gotta be really careful so you don't shoot them down.
Altitude. Altitude.
So you're below 3 minutes. Okay. See the staple on the side of it. Your aircraft designator, and that puts you on the right glide slope. Tack, get on the glide slope a little bit low. we go. Maybe remember, use your throttle for altitude when landing. It's not your stick forward or back. That's for speed on landing. Guys that get on the runway are waiting, or this could be ugly. Set her down nice and gently. Keep your nose up for dynamic braking. Notice the radar turns off once you hit the ground. And there you have it. One complete mission. You can either go and do another one, or you can shut it off. Make sure you turn your nose wheel steering on when you're under 60 knots. Go park your plane and do whatever you gotta do. And we got 12 command points and 1,200 experience points. If you like the video, like it. If you don't like it, don't like it. That's all you gotta do to get this server to do what you need.